Hey everybody, Matopia21 here bringing you Ratchet and Clank going Commando. Now, we are going to be trying something a bit different this time. In my into the videos, and so this time, I'm going to try live commentary. I don't know how good it's going to be. I don't know if I'm just going to end up rambling the entire time or being quiet the entire time, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully it's still entertaining though. I'm probably gonna move forward doing this. It's a lot less work. But with that pre-ramble out of the way, we'll watch the intro video. Insomniac Games. Still going strong to this day. I'm super nostalgic for this one. Going Commando, and especially Up Your Arsenal. Got our heroes, just chilling. Look at that, playing a classic. You know, I've heard good things about that one. Maybe I should pick it up sometime. This is actually a fun little sort of main menu, yeah. Ratchet will actually play, I think, 3 different games. The first Ratchet and Clank. This one, he'll play part of the intro level. And I believe, if you wait long enough, he'll play the first Jak and Daxter. I think it's the Precursor Legacy. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard good things about it, that it's a good 3D platformer, very impressive for the time. But I'm just gonna stop rambling now and let's get into this. Okay. New game. We'll save over this old save slot here. Alright.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Miss Noodlebottom, I found our man. Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company and the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably. A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it.
We will?
Frank, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami. We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltrate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
Ooh, that was strange. I've never seen the cutscene freeze up like that before. But, hopefully that is not a running theme.
Final approach to coordinates 37 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
Now, as you probably would have guessed, I will be quiet for any of the major cutscenes. Don't want to talk over things like that. We're gonna change the camera controls. Fast. I think I want to reverse up and down. Yeah. Oh, and left and right. These old games had them reversed. The left would turn you right, right would turn you left, down, up and down. A little weird.
To select weapons, hold triangle and select an icon with the left.
Yeah, we start off with a blaster type weapon and the gravity bomb, and of course our handy wrench from the first game. I'm going to primarily use the Lancer, and I'm going to turn off the help desk lady. I don't exactly need her chiming in. I feel like I am more than experienced enough playing these games. And if you have watched either my review or the Let's Play the first game, you may remember I complained about a lack of strafing. This game has strafing. I like to imagine the team was working together, you know, they're hearing criticisms of the first game. First thing they had, strafing. Because it really does get missed for the majority of the first game, until you get the jetpack upgrade, which adds a very clunky version of it. But out of here, nope. Right out the gate. Maybe it was something Mr. Fizzwidget taught him during that, 3-week transit? I just saw the cutscene, I already forgot how long it was. And you may have also noticed the orange bar beneath both our health and the weapon icon. This game is the first to introduce the series staple mechanic of getting XP from killing enemies. Defeat enough enemies and your weapon levels up. In this game, weapons only level up once until you get into New Game Plus. And your health levels up a few times. I don't know the exact amount. But, hey look, there's the experiment.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
Head go bonk. There are some pretty funny jokes later on in this game. They do try to kick up the humor a couple of notches from the first game. Slide down this little pipe here. This first intro level is pretty good. With the help desk lady, I imagine there'd be more tooltips. Now, there's another cutscene here, so I'm just gonna... Boop.
Thugs for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right. I'm in the market for some security.
You bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Good. I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
And we're back. Now, if you played the most recent Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, you may recall a similarly named enemy team. I think they rebranded themselves from Thugs for Less. I forget what they changed themselves to. But, yeah, this is where they originated, the Bogon Galaxy and Going Commando. Why they rebranded themselves, I don't know. Must have been some business decision behind it. I want to say they removed the word thug and changed it with something else. Maybe. I've played Rift Apart through like 5 times. You think I'd remember that? Great game. Can't wait to get to it, but that's a bit down the line. You know, he's got like 10 plus-ish games to play through. Gonna cover the spin-offs. Gonna dread playing some of the other ones. I feel like Ratchet should get hurt from this. That was a pretty good fall, and a very fast-moving ship. Boop. As a kid, I don't know why, but this scene, I cracked up at it so hard. It was just the funniest thing ever.
Checking in, sir.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again. So soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I'm on my way.
And we're off. I really love these ship flying through space loading screens. I know they are masking loading screens, and I get why they aren't really a thing. In Rift Apart, for example, the PS5 load times are absurd. But they do kind of do it. They do show the planet at least flying into the orbit of the other one. But this is our first actual level. We got a couple of pathways here. A right path and a left path. And this planet, let's just say it's no Poketaru. And we have our first weapon vendor. 2 weapons available, the chopper and blitz gun. Both fun. The chopper, you'll see. I'll talk about when I get it. For now, though, let's go down this left path first. Got some spiky snail pincer dudes. There's actually a bestiary in here somewhere. Options? Hell? Yeah, the Monsterpedia. Shame they didn't bring this back in, I think, any later games. Mutant Swamp Beasts. Yeah, this is a fun little screen. They give you a little description of them. Tells you their names, so if you're ever curious and you're playing it yourself, and you didn't know that was there, now you do. They'll also include bosses. So if you fought a boss that you wanted to know its name, got an option for that. Oh look, there's one of those scientists. Maybe we can help him. Bro, I got you. Oh. I didn't get him. I'm sure he's fine. Walk it off. Or swim it off. I don't know, if Ratchet jumps in here, he can't really swim. See? Don't get back onto land within like 2 hops, I think? Ratchet will just sink and it's an automatic KO. Hey, we're about to increase our max health. There it goes. Very satisfying. White flash. Breaks all nearby breakables. I think it's an insta-kill for all nearby enemies. Minus bosses, of course. Super, super satisfying. I don't think they do the big flash in the newer Ratchet and Clanks. I don't remember it in Rift Apart, but in Rift Apart you also get 10 HP per level up. Level up much, much slower. Here you get 1 point each level. Big white flash, so you'll level up much more frequently in these older Ratchet and Clanks. If you ever decide to go back and play them. Which I do recommend most of them. But as I hinted at earlier, there's a couple that are kind of rough. Not bad, but not great. But we'll cover those when we get to them. Gotta break every box. We need every bolt we can get. I'm coming, bro. Just hold on. Oh. I'm here. Oh, there he goes. Never mind. He's just going to join his friend. Oh. Normally I never get hit on this boss. And we should get our first weapon level up here. Ow. Let's see. Yep, there we go. The Heavy Lancer. Now, as cool as this looks, it suffers from being an early game weapon. It will very quickly fall off. Well, not very quickly, but by the mid game, I'm pretty much never gonna pull it out. Oh, maybe I should have given the XP to the gravity bomb. Oh well. Too late now. We got our first gadget over here. Break these boxes first. Gotta get that money. The Dynamo. Handy little gadget to temporarily activate electronic devices. Provided they have one of these, I don't know, dynamo pods, I'll call them, I guess. Top up. Now let's head in here, where there's just some lovely music. So peaceful. You can really tell this company cares about its customers. Don't mind the mutant swamp beasts. They're friendly, I swear. Boop. Bada boop. Bop. That gravity bomb ready. Come on, group up. That's 3. That's enough. Got him. Got enough for the chopper, so next time we're at a weapon vendor, buy that. You can't break this stuff, and there's even a skill point for breaking it all, but do yourself a favor. There is something we'll get way later in the game that makes that way easier to do. Which, if I remember, I'll try to bring that up when we get it. Get outside. You know, this planet weren't, you know, a big stink fest. It wouldn't be that bad. There's another skill point we could get where you shoot down some of those birds. Oh no. We're good. Almost fall right off the railing. That's why you don't jump around railings. Next thing you know, you accidentally leap over it. Good life advice. Like, the average person can jump high enough to just casually leap over a railing. I guess it depends on how big the railing is. Just be careful around railings. Yeah. I remember this part as a kid. I had so much trouble with it, but now it's not that bad. And done.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
A Formulus! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with 2 of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade, unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the Bio Division doesn't do it for you, our Robotics Division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
That's right, we're gonna go check out a battle arena. And again, those familiar with the franchise will know that those originated here. And I am very glad they're a series staple because they are a ton of fun and a great way to get weapon and health experience. Let's pick up that chopper while we're here. So it's a fun weapon. I do like it. It's one major flaw. You have to stop to throw out the blades. Which, in a game that generally has slightly faster moving combat, that can be a little troublesome, but maybe it's a strength to the weapon. It means you can't just, you know, strafe and shoot. You've gotta move around. And you can actually go in a first-person view and shoot around like this, but, you know, you're still stopping and standing in place. But, yeah. Let's move along this right path here. If you double tap the triangle button, you can quickly swap back to whatever your last piece of equipment was. Whether it be gadget or weapon. Let's go weird swamp dino. As a kid, they scared me, and I thought I was stuck, and I didn't want to ride their, you know, jump on them, because they looked like enemies. But I kept jumping into the swamp water, failing to make it across, so finally I was like, well, I got one option, so I hopped on the back, frightened that it was gonna eat me or something, and then it just carried me across, and I was like, oh, they're nice dinosaur things. Get out of here, swamp fly. Thanks for breaking the boxes, though. Alley. Love the music of these old Ratchet and Clank games, especially the first one. First game's soundtrack goes so hard. Like Metropolis's theme. Pretty sure that's what it was called. Planet Kurlon Metropolis. That song goes hard. It's like the most iconic Ratchet and Clank song. This game, I'm not as familiar with the planet names in this game, now that I think about it. I know the galaxy name. And I know there's a city called, I think, Megalopolis. Then there's also, I think in Rift Apart, Megapolis. On, I think it was Corbin 5. They really like to name their big, like, urban sci-fi cities Megapolis. Just a bunch of Opolises. Should get another health extension over here. Yep. I'll whack these guys with my wrench. Oh. Never mind. Alright. Take a ride on our friendly swamp dino. some other changes to Ratchet's moveset from the first game. Maybe not moveset, but his movement control. He doesn't have as much weight. He stops faster. See? Pretty much on a dime, really. Just moves faster. I think your double jump goes higher. But look at that. We got a friendly NPC. Probably friendly NPC down there. Let's go say hi. Whee!
Welcome, welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
Hey!
And there you have it. The Megacorp tractor beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
I.e., let's buy the tractor beam, which it's cheap and we'll need it, so.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
You got the tractor beam. Oh my gosh, another thing I completely forgot to mention. If you have played or watched clips of the first game and remember anything about Ratchet and his voice specifically, you may have noticed that Ratchet in this game, he is voiced by someone else. James Arnold Taylor, to be specific. He has voiced Ratchet ever since this game. Anytime Ratchet's shown up in anything, as far as I'm aware, it's James Arnold Taylor voicing him. Provided it's the English voice. I am fairly certain he's got a different voice for, you know, the Japanese version of the game, stuff like that. And just got a lot of things to talk about. As you saw, I just picked up the first of this game's collectibles, the Platinum Bolt. Not gold bolts this time, platinum, and they are used for something different, which we'll get to. I'll leave it a mystery for now. And with our 2 new gadgets, and a new weapon, and some coordinates, that is it for this planet. And we'll end the first episode off right here. I want to thank you all so very much for watching.